let me just tell y'all right now, I am really pushing, like harder than I think I've ever pushed before for two things this year, for who's going to leadership and who's going to seminar. And, oh, let me turn that down. Because first off, San Diego, I have to tell you guys, San Diego has always been one of my favorite places to go for leadership. And the first time I ever went to San Diego was for leadership. And I was walking around and I'm like, you can eat off the streets here. You can eat off the sidewalks. It is so pristine and immaculate. And I know that a lot of y'all work outside the home, but in the mornings, just to see if we've blown up the world or something, I turn on GMA real quick because I love Michael Strahan. I love his little gap in his teeth. And they're doing this series from Reader's Digest on the nicest cities in America. And I'm like, why is San Diego not there? Like, I love San Diego. So my plan, and I'm already looking at the dates, is to bombard Andrea a couple of days ahead of time or a couple of days afterwards. But here's what happens. We get caught up in what's coming up in November, Thanksgiving. And then we have Christmas. And then we're like, oh, well, you know, gosh, I wish I would have gone. But hey, I'm telling you, leadership in San Diego is always so much fun because it's just so, it's like it's so pure. It's just beautiful. And then you get to hang out with Andrea and I, and we treat you awesome. And because she lives there, we don't have to fly everything in, so we can actually get there and go shopping and do cool goodie bags. And I'm just telling you, I'm just saying, like Sean Key says, I'm just saying. All right, so I'm excited you guys are on. It's so funny. I'm waiting for my daughter to call on my phone because she always dials the wrong number for this call, but she's probably trying to get in and can't. So I'm going to keep an eye on my phone. So,
hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Just real quickly, I want to just let everybody know, you guys can all come to San Diego, even if for some reason your sites are not on DIQ. And here's why. The very beginning of January, we have January Jumpstart. And it is the most amazing Friday and Saturday event. It's only $125, and we started taking payment plans, and I'll send it to everybody. But if you think I really need to be pumped up to start my year, and you don't have something, or you just need to get away a little bit, you need to come. We're in our jeans, we're in our boots, it's a campfire, it is awesome. And in the beginning of January, when most of the country can't go outside, you're gonna love this experience. And it was called Beautiful last year, and it had nothing to do with skill. It was all about how to pump you up so that you know you can do this.
Okay, Andrea, give us the exact details on that. I know you gave it to me before, but give it to everyone.
Okay, it's Friday, January 5th, and Saturday, January 6th. So it would be, so sorry, hold on. No. Friday is directors. So it's Saturday, the 5th, till noon on the Sunday, the 6th.
Okay. All right. You got it. Okay, so I'll just have her post the flyer on that on our Facebook page. So, you know, I mean, if nothing else, ask your husband or your man or your family to give it to you for Christmas, because you don't need anything else. Do you really need a new vacuum cleaner? I don't think so. Mm-hmm. Hi, Joan.
Hi.
Joan's like, I could use a new vacuum cleaner.
Christine is a good one.
Okay, so nobody called me or posted anything that said, I need help with this or I need help with that. Maggie set up this adorable little boxer thing with Andrea and I, and I'm like, dang, girl, we are so getting you ready for directorship. You got everything but the people. Right? Okay. So Andrea shared, Maggie shared some frustration she had, and Andrea shared some amazing advice back. So without further ado, They didn't know I was going to do this. I'm going to share with you Andrea's advice because I listened to it twice and then I cried and I listened to it again and I'm like, thank you. That was for me. I had a unit member call me today and she said, well, we had a coaching call scheduled and she said, I just want you to know that I'm not surprised, but I'm so impressed that you're already like back at work and you're like doing it and you're functioning and I am, but I'm also really dependent on people's prayers right now and their support and their love. And this just totally lifted me up. So I'm gonna let y'all listen.
You already are enough.
Oh, wait, let me go back to the beginning. How do I make it go to the very, very back?
Man, girl, you are so enough. Talk to you soon.
Okay, now we'll go to the back.
Hey guys, okay.
Can y'all hear it?
Maggie, Joanna was like all nice and loving and kind, and I gotta.
Because you know I am loving and kind.
You are so gracious. The fact that you even think of us. Okay, there's like a small 0.000% of people who are willing to even say thank you for all that we do, and you do that. Like, you are so thoughtful, and your giving spirit just exudes everywhere. I just am blown away by you. So here's what I have to say with your I want to invite you to really remember and to go back to what Mary Kay's mission was. Mary Kay's mission is to enrich women's lives. So let's just start with you. How do you feel that you have been enriched in our company? Because
I'm like, yeah, preach it.
This company is all about helping women see that it's not about what you've achieved. You are so special and you are worthy and you are an amazing human being just because you are. And maybe that is what God is wanting you to learn right now. Because Joanna and I know your capabilities. We totally see it.
Y'all, we believe this about all of you.
But are you beating yourself up?
Yeah.
Are you beating yourself up
Yeah.
because you think you should be somewhere and achieve something instead of really going back to what this company is all about? How can we love more women even if they're not achieving? How can we create a life and a world where people feel enough, that they don't have to win approval, have to feel acceptance? How can we create a company that then spreads into our community, that then makes a movement to change the world and help women feel and understand that they're already enough? Maybe that's the journey right now for you. Because once that happens, I truly believe that you'll start to look at areas of your life that you feel, I want more of. And then there won't be any push or pull. You'll just do it because you choose it, you want it. But I invite you to just go back to, wow, have I been personally empowered? And maybe where can I grow and understand what this company is all about with that simple phrase of loving myself and not beating myself up and really finding what's going to bring me joy in my life without scoreboard, without feeling that you won't be accepted, that you already are enough. Oh, man, girl. You are so enough. Talk to you soon.
You guys, I just embrace that like Andrea was saying that to me. Because that was so amazing. And I just said, you know, it's kind of like when your pastor says, when we're reading this Bible verse, put your name in. And I just went, yeah. And you guys, we all go through this. We all go through frustration. Now, you might say, Joanna, I'd love to be at your level and go through your frustration. Well, new level, new devil. So I just want to reassure you guys, we are all living with frustration. But what Andrea is telling us here is we have to embrace what God is doing with us right now. Where is he growing us right now? Where is he chiseling us right now? And our pastor preached a really tough sermon this past Sunday where he's preaching on the Lord's Prayer. and it was he was talking about how, you know, don't bring us evil and lead us not into temptation. But he said, but actually, sometimes when you go through these fiery times and you go through the challenging times, that is you being chiseled and you being strengthened. And we just have to understand the difference between a challenging time that we're going through and a temptation that we want to be saved from, and then protect us from evil. And this just resonated with me. Like, I'm surprised. If it were an LP, it'd be burned out right now, because I've listened to this so many times. And, you know, I'm not saying Andrea has all the wisdom in the world, but she definitely had the wisdom for that thought right there. And I want you guys to understand that, you know, when we did Moving and Grooving on Monday, I was in a real place of frustration, because I'm like, I don't think people understand that Andrea and I have teamed up together and we have thrown our hearts over the line for you guys. And we are doing it for each and every one of you. And we talk positively and encouragingly about every one of you. And even the people who are listening to this later, we are like, she could do this and she could do this, and this is how we can work better with her. It is strategy. It is, how can we be more effective? So the fact that you're on live or you listen to this recording is an amazing compliment and just a true blessing for both of us. So that being said, let's talk real quick about anybody's woes and wows. I think I've muted pretty much everybody, just because we had some background noise. So who has a woe, which is, oh, but you can help me, or wow, that they want to share? Okay, Joan, I am unmuting you. Girlfriend, talk to us.
Well, I've had a very busy week, and Ireland in school and me working nights, but it was like, wow, when I had 2 online sales. It was fantastic.
Okay, were they reorders?
One was a reorder and one was a new sale.
That's awesome. That's part of our marketing plan. So you're working our marketing plan. That's great. Okay. Anybody else? Thank you for sharing. Okay, Christine, talk to me Tuesday.
Okay, so my little woe was when you know you're at that brink before it all just falls, and y'all know what I'm talking about. But so last week I was on a high and I hit the brink and I went, oh no, but I kept going because I saw the proof in the pudding. And hi Savannah. And so it was a really awesome week because I literally did a whole mind shift through something my church is doing. And I looked at it, and I had an amazing week when they announced double credit. And I'm like, I'm going to max that sucker out. Because I found out I could finish Princess Court of Sales this month.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? So I went full throttle. And I did almost a $600 week just on reorders. And so it was really awesome when I could go and pay off a bill and pay for my retreat registration in cash. Because my husband's like, how much do you need? So it was awesome.
That is great. Thank you for sharing. Oh my gosh. And your little one there, adorable. Oh my gosh.
My future Cadillac director.
Well, when you do it, she'll do it. Yay! All right, anybody else? Woes and wows. Oh, okay, we got Amy. Amy, I understand you have guests that are calling in tonight for our conference call.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so proud of you.
And I would like to see, is there any way we can record it? Because I think there's 2 people who would listen, but it's too late at 10. is there any way we can do a earlier recording, or they can listen to it? Like if we, I don't know if that's possible, but that's a question to think about.
That's up to Andrea, but she's nodding her head yes. So I think she's
We are recording it. Can you do me a favor though? Tell me just a little bit about your guest right now so I could prepare our caller.
So I have one that is a therapist. She is a mom in a blended family, and she's like the sunshine of my life. She was my first child's first babysitter, and so I've known her for over 15 years. And she's a ray of sunshine. She is truly a blessing, and she's got a very positive, happy attitude. But even those that are sunshiny most of the time, like usually I am, every once in a while we all need
is
that.
that June? Amy, is that June?
That's Amy later.
That's Amy. Okay, that's
Yeah.
Amy. Okay.
Yeah. But she's a sweetheart. And I said, it may or may not be for you, but I know she would like, everybody wants that little something more. And it's not the first time I've mentioned it, but she's a great sport. So I said, even if you are not interested, you can be a better talent scout for me and who I'm looking for as a quality lead on my team.
Perfect.
And the second one is June, and she is a divorced mother of 3 very beautiful, handsome young men, all very kind and sweet. And their husband or their dad kind of like wrote them off about 5 years ago and just left. But she is a very capable, smart woman. She did gastric bypass because she knew she needed to do something for her life, and she's lost over 90 pounds, and she's getting her life back, and she wants to be there for her boys. She wants to be strong and show them that she can be whatever. And she actually works in a salvage yard with her family. That's their family business. So she understands finances very well, and she's got a very great positive attitude, and she's becoming one of my new bestest pals. So she's
I gotta go. Okay, I'll let her know. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
my wow is I listened to the Movin' and Groovin' on Monday night, and I thought I can totally do this.
Wow.
So I made about 6 phone calls before I got interrupted, and I've got 4 new bookings. Okay, and then I have the 2 girls calling in for the share, and I know that if we can record it, I can probably get 2 more because the one said I'll be in bed by 10. And I'm pretty sure the other one will be too, so I'm hoping they'll both listen.
So I will tell y'all, we've got our 2 speakers tonight and tomorrow night posted, and then Thursday night is going to be Tracy Chavez. Even if you don't have guests on the call, you guys get on the call. If you don't have a Mary Kay appointment, just put on your headset, pretend you're watching TV with your man or doing whatever else you do, and he'll be like, "What's that in your ear?" "Nothing, honey." And because I have a new friend, Tracy Chavez, who is speaking on Thursday night, and her story starts with, I came in to Mary Kay through the back door. I came in for the culture, not the product, not the money, but the culture. And the reason why, just get a tissue. It's amazing. So Andrea is lining up these speakers. I got Tracy on Thursday. We've got speakers next week. We are going to, and you know what, you guys, you can never depend on technology or Andrea and I to figure it out. So you want to make sure people get on live, but we are going to do our very, very best to record it and post it on Superstars page and Peek into Pink. So I am thinking very seriously about making Peek into Pink a public page, although I really don't want people watching me, but it's my video is not that fresh. So, that way you don't have to ask my permission to have your people listen or whatever, but those recordings will be made available to you. And they're going to be over the top. And we have picked all kinds of personalities, backgrounds, diversity, everything. Okay. So very excited. And Amy, I got to give you a big thumbs up because you heard an idea and you ran with it. And you guys, if we give you ideas and we give you thoughts and we give you great things to do and education and you don't do anything with it, it's like seed falling on rocky ground. It's not going to take root. So we really, really want you guys to run with these ideas and to use these conference calls. But I'm excited about it. So I'm like an hour and a half away. I'm like, I can't wait. It's gonna be so exciting. All right, anybody else got a whoa or a wow? I'll listen to your woes for about 5 seconds. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna actually end our call tonight with some things that I learned from. Oh, where did I go? Now you're looking at my desk. Hold on. There I am. So much cuter than a bunch of pins. Tammy Lavala was our national sales director at our fall retreat this weekend, and we learned so much from her. But one of the first things she talked about is what I'm going to share with you guys tonight, and then we'll talk more about what we learned about later. But she said growth is a mindset, and she talked about there was a study done, and it was like a brain study, and 4-year-olds that were tested on their IQ, 4-year-olds, over 80% 4-year-olds were tested at the genius level. Yeah, I know you're thinking, my 4-year-old. Yes, 4-year-olds, 80% at the genius level. So you can imagine what the trickle-down effect was. At the age of 20, only 10% were tested at the genius level. And at the age of 30, which is the national average, 2% of the population are tested as geniuses. And she talked about how training and teaching and preparing creates growth and problem-solving skills, but we don't all get that. And we actually learn to take shortcuts and to do it as quickly as we can and not think it through. And that's another reason why I loved Maggie's boxer to Andrea and I today, because she's like, I'm working and I'm thinking it through and I'm doing this, I'm doing this. That's great. Now, I don't like for anybody to overanalyze. I feel like a brand new consultant who knows nothing probably gets more done than me who knows a lot more. But as far as, you know, we all start out as geniuses and we kind of learn to be dumb. And, you know, we say be too dumb to doubt, but actually be smart enough to doubt and to just go for it. We're seeing more and more people who there's no reason why they should be successful. No reason. Like, you want to list the qualities? Like, what qualities do you think you need to be a top director or national? You know what? Let's do that real quick. We're going to do an exercise real quick because we have a little bit of extra time. I'm unmuting everybody, so be careful. Don't say anything profane or anything. Okay, so just give me a shout out and let's just list right now on my blank piece of paper. What are qualities that you think a director or a national, what are qualities that you think they should have?
Confidence.
Confidence.
Leadership.
Leadership.
Drive.
What?
Drive.
Drive.
Focus.
Focus.
Stick-to-itness.
Stick to itiveness.
I think the ability to talk to all different personalities and handle all that.
Okay, so maybe to be able to pivot.
Yeah, there we go, pivot.
Okay, pivot and communication. Okay. Okay. Let me ask you guys something. Confidence, leadership, drive, focus, sticking to it, being able to pivot. Look at me. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Let me ask you something. Aren't those great qualities in anything? Aren't those great qualities in a nurse, in a preacher, in a businessman, in a businesswoman, in a CEO? Those are great qualities. You guys probably have those qualities in some area of your life. Think about your entire life, and I want you to ask yourself, in what areas do I have confidence? In what areas can I show leadership? In what areas do I have drive, perseverance? In what areas do I have focus? In what areas do I have stick-to-itiveness? In what areas can I pivot when I'm communicating? If you're a mom, you got that one down. Now, let's talk about what qualities directors and nationals and successful people in Mary Kay have that get them where you want to be. How about this? Product knowledge, a great opening, a great closing to their shows, booking, pre-profiling, booking from bookings. You see, we focus on the intangibles. And what I want you guys to think about is what tangibles, what things that are measurable that you can focus on, that you're good at, or you might want to work on your skill set at. Sharing the marketing plan. Talking to your hostess. Inviting her to invite more people. Communicating with the guest. The 3 things that you ask them before they come to a party. What are you currently using to cleanse your skin? If you could change anything about your skin, what would it be? If I could design a look for you, what would that look like? Casual, professional, or a slam and glammin' look? You see, we think we have to have these huge intangible skill sets. I have to be a great leader. I have to be a great communicator. I have to have success driven and focus. You guys have that. You have it. You may not have tapped into it, but you have it. What you might want to think about is, am I good at booking 3 parties a week? Should I focus on 10 faces a week with 10 marketing shares a week? Maybe I should work on my skills to invite people to be on the conference call Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week and next week. Those are more tangible. I can go into Jones Hospital and I can work side by side with her, and I can have enthusiasm and focus and leadership skills and a great attitude and stick-to-itiveness and not know how to stick a needle in someone's arm to draw blood.
I'll do that part.
But once I learned to stick a needle in their arm to draw blood, I have mastered that skill.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense to you guys?
Mm-hmm.
You're taking these huge qualities out there that seem so big that you have to have, and you really don't have to have them. And you probably already do. What we might want to choose to work on is our booking skills, our selling skills, our opening, our closing, our booking from booking, our marketing shares. That's what a director's good at. That is what a national is good at. Let's focus on what's tangible. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yes.
Okay. So that's my words of wisdom for the night. I'm so excited because words roll off my tongue and dialogues run off my tongue and scripts roll off my tongue because I've done it so many stinking times.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it. You can do it. learn it. Memorize it if you have to. Tammy Vavala was our national sales director at our fall retreat this month, or this past weekend. And she talked about how she was diagnosed as a small child as being learning disabled because she was not a good reader. And her mother said, I refuse to accept that. And she had Tammy read morning, noon, and night. And what Tammy learned to do is Tammy learned to memorize. And to this day, she says, I have memorized my scripts. People say, what makes a great national? She says, in my mind, it's, can you memorize scripts? Can you say the same thing over and over and over again? Because it works. I'm just saying. Let's focus on the skill sets that are going to take you where you want to go in your business to the next step. Do we get a thumbs up on that or a thumbs down? Thumbs up?
Thumbs up.
Okay. Thumbs up. I agree. So let's work on those skill sets. All right, you guys, try to get some people on the call tonight. I know it's in an hour and 20 minutes, but it's going to be amazing. And then I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear Tracy's story on Thursday night. I've never heard the whole story, but I have been told by several people, oh my gosh, get ready. It will blow your mind. And she is hilarious. Friday night, I heard her speak. On Saturday, I felt like I needed to wear a Depends because I knew I was going to pee my pants from laughing. She is so amazing. And even after I spoke, and at the end of when I spoke, I just shared a little bit about working your business while you can and how the last couple of weeks have been for me, and everyone was crying. She turned the whole thing around, and within 2 minutes, everybody was laughing again. So she's brilliant. I adore her. And, you know, the more you expose yourself to people out there in this business and our culture and how we think, the more successful you're going to be. So just keep plugging, keep going, keep plugging, don't stop. Like Mary Kay says, pass it on. All right, you guys have a great evening.